Paul.
Hey, welcome to Budget Cuts.
So today we're going to be talking about the repercussion of climate on the supply chain of food. As you probably know, California is the largest state in the U.S. It has the largest GDP, and it's the largest producer of certain foods such as lettuce, nuts, grapes, some fruit like strawberries, wine, and so on. And the fact that they've been suffering from a drought since 2006 means that the supply chain of these foods will most likely be affected. Prices can go up, production can go down. So some companies are actually taking measures to ensure that they're not going to be negatively affected by this, because this happened a few years ago with a company that Paul is going to tell you about.
So, back a couple years ago, Wendys experienced a supply chain interruption. In southern Florida, an uncharacteristic frost happened, wiping out 80% of the tomatoes, which means we did not get tomatoes on our burgers.
No tomatoes on burgers?
It was like skateboarding without wheels. Really, it was bad. But not as bad as what the drought will do if we don't get our wine. So what Wendys is doing to make sure that this does not happen, again, is they're actually, they're opening up greenhouses so they can control everything. We're talking the climate, so the sun, the water, so the feed, the soil, the whole nine. That way they have full control over this issue, never happening again. That way the supply management does not get messed up. And just to give you an idea, we're not just talking about, a truck driver not having a job. We're talking about regional food availability, food prices, water prices, employment. Of course, there is the trucking and food transportation, but more importantly, it's everybody. Everybody gets affected by this. And
All I got to say is I hope they figure it out, because I don't want my wine getting messed up.
We don't want to run out of wine.
No.
Yeah. But then who would think that a drought could have such wide-reaching, consequences? But just as the freeze in Florida affected the tomatoes, the drought can also affect supply of tomatoes to restaurants, to fast food restaurants, to supermarkets, and so on. So we don't want to run out of tomatoes for hamburgers. We don't want to run out of wine. We just want to have fun.